I tell you, take time out, do the things you love to do, you can make it. Hello, you are welcome to I Can Make It. What a joy to be alive. I'm so glad I'm alive, and I want to assure you, you can make it. Well, before I'll be introducing to you the topic we'll be discussing today, I want to read something to you that I know it will bless you. What I'll be reading, don't throw in the towel, give up. God sees your struggle and He cares. What am I saying? There's a lot of people that feel like giving up, but I've come to tell you today on I Can Make It. Don't throw in the towel. God is on your side. You can make it. For any man you see that has a glory, there is a story behind every glory. Well, you are welcome to I Can Make It. My name is Simon Asemota. With me in the studio is Peter. Peter, how are you?
I'm fine. Good morning, sir.
What a joy to be alive.
I'm so excited to be here.
Well, thank you very
so
much.
Thank
Peter
you,
will be joining us and is going to be introducing the topic we'll be sharing with us today. Hello, Peter.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here once again. And when I saw the topic, I'm like, wow, this is such a big one. And the topic, as we know, we've been dealing with this for some time now with Queen. We have the topic, surround yourself with good people. That is the topic, and we've been dealing with different points now. So moving on today, while I was thinking about those topics, I was saying earlier that human beings are a product of nature and nurture. So nature now is the way you got to the world. Then nurture has to do with your environment and the things you surround yourself with. That is where relationship comes in. So we've been dealing with different points. The one we're starting with today is, if you surround yourself with love and right people, good things will come your way. There are possibilities when you surround yourself with good and right people. And you can go on and say that, you know, anybody, you've heard of how people go to school, young people go to school. Good child, when he gets to school, because of the kind of people he surrounds himself with, over a period of time, you see that your quiet boy that couldn't hurt a fly is now smoking, is now doing a lot of things. That tells you how important the people we surround ourselves are, or the people we surround ourselves with can influence our whole life. So I think it's a very good thing. What do you think about that, sir?
Well, it's true. The kind of people you surround yourself with, the same birds of the same feather flock together. So if you want to really succeed in life, you must choose your friends. It's very important. Evil communication does corrupt good manner. Just like what you rightly said, you see a young man go to school, all of a sudden he starts smoking. That was a person that was not smoking before.
Very quiet.
That's the negative aspect of the type of people you surround yourself with. You also see somebody go to school that did not know anything before, and before you know, by the reason of the environment, by the reason of the association, by the reason of the kind of people you flow with, you find out that that person begin to be a good person. You see the person value of life begin to increase. So it is very important that you surround yourself with love. How do you surround yourself with love? A lot of people surround themselves with hate. I think that we should surround ourselves with people that show us love, that show us care, that show us relevant, that want to bring out the best in our life. When you surround yourself with people that love you, you see that the best come out. You are not afraid to make mistake, and mistake is a part of the journey to success. So it is very important that you surround yourself with love. That is why in an environment, when you bring a child up in an environment of love, care, and concern, that child will never think of committing suicide. They will never think of doing the wrong thing. But when you grow a child in an environment, when you constantly damage the child's self-esteem, start talking that child down, you are going to lock that child up, and at the end of the day, you have killed the destiny of that child. So if you are a man, you are a woman, you have a child, bring out the best in your children. Tell them they are nice, tell them they are good, tell them they are wonderfully made. Actually, there is nobody that is ugly. By the time you start telling somebody you are ugly, you are ugly, you are ugly, you know what you are doing? You are going to, that person is not going to smile. That person is going to squeeze his face. That person is going to bring the ugly part of, because everybody has the negative and the positive, just like the head and the tail. So you begin to see that person bring out that ugliness. So it is very important that you surround yourself with people that love you. Many years ago, there is a book I was reading about some children in the school. And he said in the morning, one of them went to meet a child and said, your eye is red. Then he left. In the afternoon, another person is going to say, your eye is red. And they left. In the evening, say, your eye is red. And that child went to the mirror, his eye become red. Now, why? They spoke those things into that child. And then they said, the eye is red. The child started waggling the eye. The eye is red. Started waggling the eye, and the eye became red. So it is very important the type of people you surround yourself with. You are what you surround yourself with. So it is very important, just like what we are talking, the number one you just read. Yeah. Surround yourself with people that love you and the right people. And anything is possible. It's very important. Anything is possible. You think you cannot do it? Yes, because everybody around you told you cannot. But if you are somewhere and say, oh, is that you can, and they say you can, and because they say you can, and you not can, and you find out that you can, because you can't do what you say.
This reminds me of a story you taught us some years ago, how a frog is trying to climb ahead because of the people surrounding that frog. They keep telling the frog, because the frog was deaf, he couldn't hear what they are saying. He kept on going on, and the frog was interpreting what people were telling, like people like, don't try that. If you go there, you won't succeed. Because of the interpretation of the frog, he feels they were cheering it up. And history tells that the frog happened to get to where nobody has ever gotten to. So the right people with love and the right people, there is nothing that is impossible.
Have you ever watched a match?
Okay.
And that guy is, this guy is just, they are playing ball. And the people at the field, they are not cheering. They'll say, ooh. You find out that those guys start with wrong. But when you are on it, that's why it's very good, the kind of people. And if you are listening, then you have children, you are a boy, you are a girl. Never be in a relationship, a place where people tolerate you. Go to a place where you are celebrated. In celebration, you are moving higher. In tolerance, they are looking for your fault. Don't stay in a place where people find your fault. Look at, yes, you can make mistakes. Everybody's prone to make mistakes. If you don't make mistake, you have never made any other thing in your life. Yes, you have never. Mistake is a part of life. In fact, mistake is a part of the journey to success. In fact, sometimes you have to make mistakes so that you don't be a stakeholder in the thing that will damage your life. So it's very important that you stay and do the right thing. Surround yourself with people that will be a part of your success. Yes.
Okay, sir. If we go to the next one says, you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose carefully. You become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose carefully. So this is a word by Jim Rohn. These are people who have experienced a lot of these things. And he said you become like the 5 people. I've heard something like that. Like when you check around your circle, there is no way you can go out of the people, because as we rightly pointed out, the kind of people you surround yourself, it has a way of limiting your belief, your thoughts, and everything. So you become the 5 people you spend your life with. So the question for you today is, who are the people you're spending your life with? Who are the 5 people around you? It has been proven that when you check the 5 people that are surrounding you, your life cannot go beyond that. If you put your life sum together with this now, you will see that you get a little from this. I was sharing with you in the office one of those days. I say I begin to see some possibilities, some kind of things I used to do, like, you're behaving like this person. This has to tell the kind of people you surround yourself with.
It's very important. You know, when you talk about the kind of people you surround yourself with, yes. But you see, when we talk about people, a lot of times things are, oh, this person, the type of books you read, the type of things you listen to, the type of things that interest you. These are things that surround, because you see, every book, there is a spirit of the man that wrote the book. So once you read that book, they are booking your future with that guy. So what type of book are you reading? What type of thing do you spend time watching at the television? Are you watching I Can Make It, and you join us on the
you just need to be part of this.
Are you watching? Are you part of I Can Make It team? And if you are there and you say I can make it, you find out that you begin to walk in that direction of you can make it, and you will arrive at your destination where you can make it. So the type of people you spend time with is the determining factor, the kind of things that comes to your life. For example, there's anybody in the world, you can meet anybody in the world, and you can look at those 5 persons, they can lead you there. If you want to
not necessarily one-on-one now.
No, not necessarily. Now, if you can even meet them on one-on-one with type of 5 persons, if you look at the 5 persons around you. Because somebody you knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody you know that gets you to America. Somebody you knows somebody that knows somebody that makes you get something from China. In fact, that's 5 persons around that your spare can actually connect you to any part of the world. Any part of the world you want to go.
Wow.
Because that is why we call the world a global village. So it's very important. The type of people you spend time with is the determinant factor of the things that come in your life. This is a new year. What type of people are you spending time with? Who are your inner space? Who are those you spend your time with? What are the things you spend your time with? Are you spending your time with junk? Are you spending your time with the things that will not develop you? Are you spending your time with the things that will not excite you? Are you spending your time with the things that will not bring out the best in you? Are you spending your time with the people that are going nowhere? Now, if you spend your time with people, for example, if all your friends are messy, they will show you where they are going to be building structure. If all your friends are architects, they will show you where the company that is designing one of the best. So it depends on the kind of people you spend time with. Now, if you spend time with the right people, before you come the right people. If all your friends are politicians, very soon they are going to be giving appointments and they are going to appoint you. Why? Because of the kind of people you spend time with. So who are those that surround you? Never fall the right person if you never let go of the wrong person. It's very important. So are there wrong people in your life? Delete them completely and move on to the right person. So it's very important for you to surround yourself. The first 5 person, you become like the 4th, 5th person you spend your more time with. Choose carefully. Now, friends are choosing. It's not by force to be my friend. So you choose your friends. Yes, everybody's not your friend, but it can be your acquaintance. But your friends are your inner circle, so you choose. And that is it. And if you want to be friendly, you must show yourself friendly. So it is very important you spend time with the right person and you go somewhere to happen.
This is serious, because someone once shared with me that if you say there are 5 foolish people around you, you didn't count well. There are actually 6 because you are one of them. If the people around you are 5 foolish people, they're actually 6. Count well. And if the Bible even taught us, now if we can take from the book, from the Bible, said that the multitude of fools, you know, like when you surround yourself with wise people. And another thing you brought up now that made me thinking, most times when we say surround, some people are like, I don't go anywhere, or I don't have plenty friends. You say you can surround yourself with books, materials, and you get those ideas. This is phenomenal. This is very wonderful.
And it's very important for us. It's very important for us to surround ourselves with good books, because these are persons. And the words are spirit. And once you take in those words, because some of the things we think we know today, we are reading the book of dead men, actually we continue their lives. We continue their life. The things they know become the things we know, because we read the things they do, and they become a part of us, and we do the things they do, even though dead, yet still alive by the things that the seed they have sown. So it is very important, the type of book you read, the type of place you go, even the place of worship. Where do you worship? If you worship the wrong thing, you are going to go in that wrong ship direction. Now, if you go in that environment, you see that birds of the same feather flock together. Now that's just the way it is. So if you are outside it, you cannot see the eagle flying around the chicken. No, they are way far behind. So if you really want to move up, fly with the eagle, and you are going to access Optimus. And we text about more, and you get more of life, you get more of God's blessing, you get more of joy, you get more in every area of your life. You get the best.
Wow, this is wonderful. I hope you're getting blessed. I hope you're learning out of this. You know, this is a way of surrounding yourself too. Some people, the history will tell, when you're the kind of person every day you look out to watch I Can Make It, and the person who choose to watch football, with due respect, I'm not understanding football, some people choose, they hold their phones or this thing, they watch something that will destroy them. Over time, history will tell. All the time we tell that because of the kind of thing you consume, it has really transformed you. So I hope you're being blessed by this.
The truth of it is that you are what you eat. So
That's
whatever
serious.
you spend time with, you become. You cannot spend time with fish and don't smell fish. You are what you eat. The environment you stay has a way of affecting you. If you stay around people that play game, very soon you are going to be a game man. If you stay around people that forecast, very soon you are going to be a forecaster. If you stay around people that talk about those things that does not help, very soon you are going to be a disciple of those you spend time with. So it's very important. Let's surround ourselves with blessings. Let's surround ourselves with good people. Let's choose carefully. Who are these 5 persons? If I were you, I would take time. Who are these 5 persons that surround me? Which area? Who are these 5 persons? Then you begin to name my wife. That is who you marry. Is very important.
Okay.
The kind of woman you marry is very important. If you surround your wife with, if you are, and you begin to look at it, is he a wife I have, or I have a knife? Now, yeah. So if you surround yourself with a knife, very soon you're going to be bleeding. Surround yourself with a wife, and you find a good thing in the wife. That's why you see, he that find one, find a good thing. Now, if you are a wife and you have accepted one, and it's a bad thing, you'll be shocked. So it is very important. They are very important. These people are very important that play roles in your life that bring out the best. So who do you surround yourself with? One, the husband you marry, the wife. Now, no matter how you try, the type of husband you marry, the determinant factor how far you go as a woman. The type of woman you marry will determine how far you go, because it takes a man that is down to put the man that is going up down. So it's very important. The person down is very strong, so he has the law of gravity brings you down. So it's very important. Then your friend, who are your bestie? Some of you are very close with my bestie. Well, if your bestie is not in that direction that bringing out the best in you, you are going to suffer losses. So it is very important. Who are these people in your life? Who are your besties? So you look, who are these people? Yes, who are these people? You know, there are things you cannot choose. Now, number one, you cannot choose your father. Now, if you have asked me many years ago when I was a young man, asked me my father, I won't choose my father, because yes, I won't choose my dad. I will choose somebody else. So these are the one you cannot choose.
Okay.
Now, you cannot choose your mother.
Okay.
No matter how you love, that's why your mother is just your mother. So you cannot choose your mother. You cannot choose the family you came from. Now, but you can. You see the funny thing? You can choose your friends. So that's why I said choose carefully. Now, the things you can choose in life, I will tell you. The 2 things you can choose in life that will affect you negatively or positively, they are just 2.
Okay.
Your friends and who you marry.
Wow.
These 2 people are very, very important in your life. So, and you have the capacity. Who you marry is your choice. Who is your friend is your choice.
Wow.
But your father is not your choice. Your mother is not your choice. The country, your family you come from is not your choice. The country you come from is not your choice. Even though Obama was from Kenya, he needed to leave Kenya to go somewhere. So he found out that it's not your choice. It's not, and you can see the father took him there. So it's not your choice. These things are not your choice. But there are 2 major choices. The one you marry and the friends you keep. So why not choose well?
You know, we can't really exhaust this thing. As you're saying a lot of things, I'm just thinking, you know, at times when mommy and daddy are together, when you want to ask mommy something, you know that you already know what mommy will say. Mommy and daddy, you just know that it's the same thing. Mommy will say, and like joke, if you go, what mommy will say is the same thing daddy would have said. Why? Because of association.
Yeah,
there's this connection in the way they speak and all of that. It's so powerful. As we rightly said, this is such a wonderful time for you to take opportunity, take stock of the kind of people you surround yourself with, take stock of the friends you have, because this will determine how far you go in life. Yeah. Okay, the next point we have here that is very interesting. He said, okay, I hope I'm not messing it up.
Yeah,
number 9. Okay, number 9. Say surround yourself with people who talk about visions and ideas, not people who talk about others or talk about people. Do you know, within last week, towards the Christmas, one of my uncle came around to visit me. After he finished speaking to me, after everything, do you know, I was downcasted. I was now thinking, wow, what the Bible was saying or what we hear about people is so powerful. After he tell you the problem from here, after he left, I feel as if I was sick. But I wasn't sick. I felt so heavy because of the kind of things I took in, because of the... So this is telling us that surround your people with people who, yourself, with people who talk about vision. And so if I may say, what is vision? Vision is a mental picture of a preferable future. Yes, mental picture of a preferable future. So when you're there, instead of people who are telling you, oh, we are not going anywhere, surround your people who are talking about the future. That's what we're learning this day. And also you should surround your people who don't talk about people but talk about ideas. So what do you have to say about this?
That's the truth. As we were just talking, a story came to my mind in the Bible, the book of Numbers. You see that there were spies, and these spies went to see a land, and the land was supposed to be flowing with milk and honey. And they truly went to that land. The land was flowing with milk and honey. But the people that were occupying that space were giants. But the one that sent them to that place is more bigger than the one they met there. But instead of gaining consciousness of the one that sent them, they gain consciousness of the one they saw. And because of what they saw, they forget about the power of the one that sent them. Now, be conscious of what you carry. Be conscious of who you are. Be conscious of who sent you. And because of who sent you and whose you are, that gives you that your spirituality becomes an advantage. Your spirituality is your advantage over every circumstance and situation you find yourself. For example, I can relate that to what we see in our life. Everything God asks us to do is bigger than us. Looking at your capacity, your capability, your exposure, you cannot. But when you look at that, number one, you did not create yourself. Number two, you didn't tell God you wanted to be a man. Number three, if God had shown you Nigeria, he wouldn't have come. Number four, a lot of things were there. But because he sent you, despite all this, it tells me you can make it. So it's not something you should be afraid of. You should encourage yourself and take the step you need to take so that you can arrive at the destination that you are going. So don't meditate on what you see. Now, whatever you see, they are temporal. You should know that. They are subject to change. But that vision that you have, that picture of the future that you have painted, that is in your head, that is called vision, I tell you, can be delivered to you, because everything you see in life starts from vision. It starts from vision. Haven't seen the unseen, because the unseen is the one that becomes seen, that gives birth to the seen. So if you stay with the unseen, very soon the seen can change. It doesn't matter. So paint that big picture, paint that big thing you want to, that you are trusting God for. You become what you spend time with.
Wow.
So spend time with the things that you begin to look. Do you know why God called Abraham, say, come and count the stars? He wanted to change his mind, because Abraham never seen that large thing before. So he wanted to change his picture, what he carried in his mind. Then he count and said, uncountable. He said, yes, that's how your seed is going to be. So he needed to change what he sees. And if you can change what a man sees, the man begins to see beyond where he is. So vision is very important. And it's vision that always brings about divine visitation.
Wow.
Because the one that created the world has something in mind. You only open your mind up to what you have not been able to see before, and that's why we call it vision. And vision is bigger than sight. And that is why it tells us, you know, there are two visions. There's an inner vision. When a man inner vision open, you know what it tells? I see. Were you not seen before?
Of course you
were. Was seen before.
Of course
so
you
it's very important for us to know, spending time with the right thing, the kind of people, surround yourself with those that talk about vision, not people.
That is another side.
A lot of people talk about other people because they are small-minded. When you talk about your vision, leave other people alone. Anybody that is not going to your direction, you just let it be, because we are all not going to the same place. But yeah, we might be in the same street. For example, everybody will drive airport road. We are all not going to the airport. So some are going to the airport, some are going to burial ground, some are going, we are not going to the same place. So always mind your business, because they that compare themselves among themselves
are not wise.
So I want to say to you today, you can make it no matter where you find yourself, where you are, what you do. You can't succeed. God has a plan, and the plan of God concerning your life will and cannot be aborted.
Yes,
I don't know if you have one or two things to say before we call it a day.
Okay, we're almost calling it a day. Okay, maybe I should just read the last one. Okay. If I want to concentrate on this, like, you see how a lot of people just sit down. You need to hear them talking about people. This did not do this. Some is Nigerian problem. They just get talking about, and your life is on a standstill. You're just talking about people. So you rightly said it. Concentrate on your vision and ideas instead of talking about people. So the last one for today, we will go. Good things happen in life. In your life, when you surround yourself with positive people, good things are bound to happen. We've overhit this, if you ask me, and we cannot overemphasize it. Good things happen to you when you surround yourself with the right people. So when you see the story of Abraham and his, what's it called now?
Isaac?
No, not Abraham and his brother.
Yes, Lot.
Lot. You see, when Abraham was with Lot, things were happening. with Lot. You know, when they separated, you know the story.
That's a lot of problems.
A lot of problems start happening with Lot. So probably Abraham, Lot has been covered under the umbrella of Abraham. He never knew that until when he left.
No, he thought it's big enough. You know, sometimes some people are with some people, not knowing that because of what they carry, that covers. It's like a child and a mother. A child thinks because he has a leg can run. But 2 steps of mommy is bigger than your 10 steps. So that's just the way it is. A lot of people think, oh, I'm now a graduate. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I can speak English. It's not about it. The time that person have come here is his advantage. He has been here. That is why a man that does not listen to his parents, that child will die as an aborted person going somewhere to happen. So your parents were here before you, especially when they are wise parents and they're telling you do this, do that. Don't neglect it. Counsel. A man that does not listen to counsel, very soon that man will be cancelled. So it is very important. Well, I want to let you know that we love you and I can make it, and the things we share with you today, maybe we just go back and just do a recap of the things we have read today. If you surround yourself, if you surround yourself with love and the right people, anything is possible. So the type of marriage, the type of man you marry, the type of wife you have, learn to celebrate each other, learn to overlook the mistake of one another. Nobody is perfect. Show love, and what does love say? Love covereth. Love does not expose. If you love somebody, you know, Mary was so, Joseph was so in love with Mary, and even when Mary became pregnant, does not know how he became pregnant, he put her away
in
quietly.
His mind to stay
quietly. If you love somebody, you don't disgrace that person. A man that disgraces anything, that man show hatred. So you put that quietly. Love doesn't expose. Now it covers, and that it just covers. It allows you to deal with your mistakes. Then the next one, he also said, you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose carefully. I just told you there are 2 persons that are very important in your life: the friends you keep and the wife or the husband you marry. These are the 2 things. And one party that you can only organize in your life. One party. Or there are also 2 parties you can organize, invite your friend, your marriage and your birthday. These are the 2 parties you celebrate all your life. The day you were born, you will not be there. When you buried, you will not be there. These 2 parties, your birthday, and this your birthday, you celebrate with your friends, and this your marriage, you celebrate with your wife. So these 2 things are very important that you should not play with. Another thing again talked about, surround yourself with people who talks about vision
and ideas,
not other people. It's very important for you to surround yourself with people that talks about idea. Idea makes you the ideal person. Vision bring about divine visitation. Where there is no vision, the people perish. The people are just go astray. So it is very important for you to have a vision. If I ask you, what's your vision? What kind of vision do you have? A big picture? For example, in me and you, we have a very big vision. Want to build a one-stop family center, and that vision I've always been. I need about 2, 3, or 4 billion to achieve that. Where the money coming from? Vision. I know your own is not missing, and we are going to get that money.
Exactly.
I trust God. We'll get it. So by the grace of God, it's very important for you to know that we love you. And I want to say, if this program has been a blessing to you, you can reach out to us and want to be a part of your program or whatever you do. We love you. Until you see you again, this is Peter and Simon.
Thank
Simon Peter saying we love you.
Thank you so
and
much.
God bless you.
You can make it.
For being a part of
thank you.
Thank
you so
God
much.
Bless.
Yes, sir.
I tell you, take time out, do the things you love to do. You can make it. You need him more, so you can't do him. Anything you do yourself. So it's very important for us to make amends. Let's stop doing ourselves and let's start doing the right thing. Begin to make sacrifice that will set you free from tenancy. Because I used to tell people that tenancy is detention.